Something dangerous is coming. The city thinks it's safe, but shadows are moving, secrets are breaking, and the Marshals are about to face a threat unlike anything they've ever seen. Every choice counts, every second matters, and one mistake could cost everything. The city sleeps under the glow of streetlights, calm and quiet on the surface, but beneath the shadows, tension is growing. Nothing moves without reason. Every alley and empty street seems to hold a secret. The Marshals have faced danger before, but this time it feels different. There's a chill in the air, a heaviness that presses down on every corner of the city, as if warning them that the rules have changed. Their phones buzz constantly with messages, tips, and threats, each one sharper than the last. The sense of urgency is almost unbearable. Inside the team, unspoken fears ripple through the group. They have trained for threats, practiced for emergencies, and yet, a feeling of unease lingers, the kind that warns experienced officers that this time, the danger is personal. Evidence piles up slowly but steadily. A cryptic message left on a victim's table, a strange symbol scratched into the wall, surveillance footage that shows more questions than answers. Every clue seems like a whisper from someone who knows them, someone who is always one step ahead. It is not just a criminal mind they are chasing. It is a mind that knows the Marshals, that studies their habits, predicts their moves, and waits for the perfect moment to strike. The city itself feels alive in a new way, watching, waiting. Shadows twist along walls, shapes appear and vanish without explanation. Even the ordinary noises, the hum of traffic, the distant sirens, the faint footsteps in a dark alley, take on a sinister meaning. Nothing is safe. The team's headquarters, usually a place of order, has become a hive of tension. Maps are spread across tables, files stacked high, phones ringing in rapid succession. Everyone has a role, everyone has a duty, yet no one can shake the feeling that something is coming that will test them in ways they have never imagined. There are moments of silence, brief pauses when the world seems to hold its breath, and in those moments, memories flood back. Past missions, past mistakes, people they failed to save, promises they made that went unfulfilled, all of it weighs heavily, making each decision sharper, each step more careful. Outside, the city's heartbeat never stops, a constant reminder that life goes on even when danger hides in plain sight. But for the Marshals, this is not just another case. This is a game of survival, a test of courage, trust, and skill. Every choice could be the difference between life and death. As the night stretches on, the team prepares for the unknown, knowing that soon the calm will shatter. Threats they cannot see are already moving, plotting, waiting for the perfect moment to disrupt everything. And when that moment comes, there will be no second chances. The shadows that have been watching from a distance will step into the light, and the Marshals will have to face a danger that feels closer than ever before. The city, unaware of the storm about to hit, continues its rhythm, oblivious to the battle brewing in the streets and alleys. But the Marshals feel it in their bones, that undeniable pull of danger, calling them to action. Tonight is different. Tonight the calm is a lie, and the first move has already been made. Somewhere, in the darkness, someone is waiting, and the Marshals will have to find them before it's too late. Every sound, every shadow, every movement carries a warning. The tension grows, almost unbearable, as time moves forward, ticking relentlessly, and the city holds its breath, unknowingly standing on the edge of chaos. The night grows heavier, and every corner of the city seems alive with hidden movements. The Marshals feel it in their bones, a presence that watches, calculates, and waits for the right moment to strike. Messages continue to arrive, each one more cryptic than the last, leaving hints of danger but no clear direction. Streets that were once familiar now feel unpredictable, as if the shadows themselves have shifted to create new threats. A sudden sound, a car door slamming, a distant shout catches the team off guard, reminding them that every second counts. They move quickly, not recklessly, coordinating with silent precision. Maps, evidence boards, and surveillance footage dominate the room, but nothing can fully capture the feeling that danger is closing in from all directions. Somewhere in the distance, a light flickers and then vanishes, leaving uncertainty in its wake. Patterns begin to emerge from the chaos. Symbols scratched into walls, Phone messages with subtle codes, a trail of small but deliberate signs that point to a larger, more calculated plan. The Marshals work tirelessly to piece them together, knowing that each clue is connected to the threat lurking closer than anyone realizes. As they move through the city, the air grows tense and the rhythm of the night shifts, carrying the sense that the city itself is holding its breath. A narrow alley becomes a silent battlefield. Shadows stretch long across the walls, hiding movements that could be fatal. The team splits briefly, each member following different leads, their trust in one another absolute but tested by the uncertainty around them. Every footstep, every sound, every flicker of light becomes a potential warning. It is not just the physical danger that presses on them, it is the mental strain, the constant awareness that they are being watched, that their every action could be anticipated, twisted, or turned against them. The city offers no comfort, only layers of mystery and the faint, constant hum of tension. Even the smallest interactions, a passing stranger, a window opening, a phone vibrating on the table, feel loaded with potential threat. In the midst of this, the Marshals remain determined, aware that hesitation could mean disaster. Their minds race with possibilities, connecting dots in the darkness, always one step away from understanding the full scope of the danger. Yet for all their preparation, the unknown looms larger than ever. There are moments of unease when even the distant traffic and faint hum of neon lights fade into stillness, as if the city itself is pausing to watch what will happen next. Each moment of calm is fleeting, replaced quickly by sudden alarms, flashes of light, or the unexpected echo of movement. The team presses on, knowing that every lead, every clue, and every choice could bring them closer to the source of the threat, or push them into a trap carefully designed to exploit their weaknesses. Shadows move with intention, evidence shifts under unseen hands, and the sense of being hunted grows stronger. Through it all, the Marshals refuse to back down, their resolve tempered by experience and fear alike. They understand that survival depends not just on action, but on anticipation, on predicting the moves of someone who seems to know them better than they know themselves. The city, cloaked in darkness, provides both cover and challenge, testing every skill the Marshals possess. And as the night stretches on, the tension builds, the danger thickens, and every heartbeat feels louder, every second more crucial. Somewhere, in the unseen corners, the threat waits, patient and calculating, drawing the Marshals into a game where every choice has a price. Nothing in their past missions has prepared them for what is coming. The air itself seems charged with expectation, a warning that the next move will change everything. And the Marshals, caught between uncertainty and duty, push forward, knowing that the night will reveal truths that may be more dangerous than they ever imagined. Time is slipping away, decisions must be made, and the city, silent and unaware, is about to become the stage for a confrontation that will test courage, trust, and survival in ways that cannot be predicted. Every shadow, every flicker of light, every faint sound carries a message, a challenge, a threat, and the Marshals are determined to face them all. Even when the path ahead is unclear, even when the danger feels impossible to escape, and even when the night seems endless and unrelenting. The night suddenly feels alive with motion, every corner hiding possibilities, every shadow carrying the promise of danger. The Marshals move faster now, urgency in their steps, yet their minds are sharp, analyzing, predicting, calculating each movement as if the city itself were a giant chessboard. The clues they have collected begin to connect, forming a fragile map of the threat they are chasing. But the closer they get, the more unpredictable the danger becomes. Sounds that were once ordinary, the creak of a door, the distant echo of footsteps, the rumble of a passing vehicle, now feel deliberate, as if someone is sending messages just to test their reaction. Their instincts scream that the enemy is always one step ahead, a ghost in the darkness manipulating every moment. Suddenly, a streetlight flickers and goes out, plunging a stretch of sidewalk into darkness. Every Marshal freezes, senses heightened, aware that danger could strike from anywhere. They move in coordinated silence, communication limited to nods and subtle gestures, their training guiding them through the tension. The city has become a maze of threats, every alley a potential trap, every building hiding more than walls and doors. The Marshals catch glimpses of movement in the shadows, Figures slipping past corners, fleeting glimpses of someone watching, someone waiting to strike. Each step forward is calculated, yet the danger is relentless, forcing them to improvise and react in ways that test their courage and skill. Evidence piles up in real time, each clue a spark igniting new questions. A broken window, a dropped item, a hurriedly erased message, it all tells a story, and the Marshals know that deciphering it quickly could make the difference between success and failure. Tension mounts as they follow a trail that seems both clear and deceptive, leading them deeper into the heart of the city and closer to a confrontation that is inevitable. Every pulse, every breath, every heartbeat becomes a reminder that time is running out. The threat moves with precision, leaving a path that tempts and taunts, daring the Marshals to make the next move. And when the first real signs of action erupt, a sudden crash in a darkened alley, the distant sound of a struggle, the pace accelerates, the city itself seeming to pulse in response to the chaos. Adrenaline surges, and the Marshals respond with skill, born of countless hours of preparation, yet the danger remains unpredictable, always shifting, always challenging their every decision. Quick flashes of the enemy's strategy become visible. Careful planning, traps laid in shadows, signals that manipulate the city's rhythm to their advantage. The Marshals must adapt, thinking faster, moving smarter, trusting each other implicitly as they navigate the labyrinth of streets and alleys. The night blurs around them, a mix of movement and sound, of pursuit and evasion, and the stakes climb higher with every passing second. Evidence that once seemed minor now reveals its true importance, connecting dots in a sequence that could lead straight to the enemy, or straight into a trap. The tension is almost unbearable, as the Marshals face moments where one misstep could be fatal. Every object, every shadow, every sound could be a clue or a danger, and the line between the two is razor thin. As they close in, the city becomes a battlefield without clear boundaries, a place where strategy and instinct collide, and only those who think and act with precision will survive. The Marshals are tested like never before. Their courage, teamwork, and instincts are pushed to the limit. And as the night wears on, with every step drawing them closer to the confrontation they know is coming, the energy in the city thickens, the danger sharpens, and the outcome hangs by a thread, leaving no room for error, no opportunity for hesitation, and no guarantee of survival. Shadows twist, sounds echo with menace, and the unseen enemy orchestrates every moment, forcing the Marshals to confront the reality that in this game, every second is a choice. Every movement is a risk, and every decision could change the course of the night forever. The city feels electric now, every sound amplified, every shadow alive, as if the night itself is holding its breath. The Marshals are deep in the heart of danger, moving with precision, yet feeling the weight of uncertainty pressing against them from all sides. Each step is calculated, every decision heavy with consequence, because they know that one mistake now could undo everything. The evidence, the clues, the patterns they have followed lead them closer to the source of the threat, and the tension is unbearable. The streets that were once familiar now twist into a labyrinth of peril, alleys turning into traps, abandoned buildings hiding secrets, and every flicker of movement demanding instant attention. They can feel it. The enemy is near, orchestrating every moment with a skill that tests their instincts, patience, and courage. Their hearts race, not just from the physical strain of pursuit, but from the knowledge that this is a turning point, a moment where failure is not an option. The city itself seems to respond to the conflict. Lights flicker, distant sirens wail. The hum of traffic is punctuated by sudden crashes and echoes of movement that could mean confrontation at any second. The Marshals work as one unit, their coordination seamless, their trust in each other absolute. Yet even the strongest bond is tested by the unexpected. Moments of silence are followed by sudden eruptions of chaos. A smashed door, a shadow slipping past, the faint metallic ring of something dropped, reminding them that the enemy is always present, always adapting. Every clue they uncover now feels like a key to survival, a fragment of a larger plan that they must understand before it is too late. Pressure mounts as they navigate this perilous landscape, their senses stretched to the limit, every instinct screaming that the confrontation is imminent. And then it comes, a sudden burst of movement, a collision of plans, and the Marshals find themselves face to face with the threat, though still obscured by darkness. The enemy strikes with precision, forcing the Marshals to react instantly, testing every skill, every reflex, every ounce of training they have. The city becomes a symphony of tension. The sound of hurried footsteps, the echo of objects striking surfaces, the subtle creak of doors opening, all amplified in the night. The Marshals move as shadows themselves, blending into the environment, anticipating the enemy's strategy, and countering it with relentless focus. Every encounter is a test of wits, courage, and endurance, and the line between victory and disaster is razor thin. The chase reaches its peak as the Marshals uncover the final pieces of the puzzle, the culmination of danger, deception, and hidden motives that have been building since the night began. Every decision now carries weight, every action could tip the balance, and the pressure is almost unbearable. Yet amidst the chaos, the Marshals find clarity, a moment where instinct and strategy converge, allowing them to confront the threat head-on. The night's darkness is pierced by sudden flashes of realization, the enemy revealed in fleeting glimpses, the stakes clearer than ever. And even as the confrontation reaches its climax, the city itself seems to hold its breath, the silence between moments charged with tension, waiting for the outcome that will define this battle. Emotions run high. Fear, determination, and the unyielding will to survive surge through the Marshals as they push through the final moments of uncertainty. And in the end, every shadow, every step, every heartbeat has led them here, to a conclusion that is both terrifying and exhilarating, a confrontation that tests the limits of courage, skill, and trust. The night, heavy with consequence, begins to settle, yet the echoes of what has happened linger. A reminder that in a world of shadows and secrets, the Marshals' journey is far from over, and that danger, always, is only a heartbeat away.